Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, 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 bum. We're back to Shrink the News. That's right. Me and my sidekick, Honey, here. Honey, say hello. Honey. Incredible. Look at that. All right. Well, me and Honey are here. And I guess let's just get right to it. We've got all kinds of breaking news. So it's time to get to this.
Seems like you don't have a clue. So, honey, I shrunk the news.
Sing it, Honey.
You look like you got too much to do. So, honey, I shrunk. Honey, I shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the news.
Honey loves it. Thank you, Honey. I appreciate it when you get involved there, Honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate the theme song. Incredible stuff. All right, we're going to get right to it today because we're shrinking the news. We're only going to do 3 quick stories here for you. If you notice I've changed clothes, it's because Honey had a lot of comments. Honey's first broadcast with me was yesterday. He's a very persnickety guy. And so when I asked him to do this news show, he said, cool. But then he definitely had a few notes after the show yesterday. So he told me he wanted me to spruce it up a little bit, and we're going to try to be nice and spicy and quick here. So let's get right to it. Dwayne Johnson, apparently, I guess he goes by The Rock in many circles. He has signed a first look deal to develop theatrical and streaming films with Disney exclusively. So I guess he's moving to the Magic Kingdom. And I don't know that it's an exclusive deal. I take that back. But either way, he signed a production deal with them to make several films. And I believe the name of his production company is $7 Productions. I don't know what my favorite The Rock movie is. I don't consider him a fine actor with a ton of range, but he subs into spots really well. I can't think of any role he was particularly awful in. Is he the Scorpion King? Is that The Rock? I think The Rock is the Scorpion King. I haven't seen that in a long time. I know he's in those Fast and Furious movies, but either way, apparently he's going to be making some more Disney films now. Oh, he's in Moana. I know he's in that. Moana slaps. So anyway, more Disney films coming from The Rock. So I guess he's doing some stuff on the Jungle Cruise ride. So he was probably in that movie. And he's probably they're going to try to integrate him into the parks business, apparently. A direct-to-consumer sports service and a line of family cruises. You want to see Johnson's smirking face on the Jungle Cruise ride, then stop off for a Dole Whip infused with Terramana tequila. What about a Rock-branded boot camp class to tone up your dad bod while the kids hit the water slide on Disney's Titan liner? All right, so I guess it's just going to be like full-on Rock integration, as Variety reported there. That was Variety's words, not mine. Yes, he was in the Tooth Fairy. I think that was kind of a lot like Mr. Nanny. Is that the one with Hulk Hogan back in the day where they're basically just like, put a tough wrestling guy in a tutu or something, and it's going to make a bajillion dollars. So, all right, cool. Moving on to our next story that's breaking in Honey, I Shrunk the News. Honey sent me this one earlier today. Thank you for that, Honey. Stunning Hamptons beach. So I've only heard of the Hamptons for being like a fancy place where Northeasterners go and stuff like that. But apparently it is ranked as one of the worst for fecal matter in the nation. And the quote here is, quote, sad to see, from the New York Post. Well, that's just devastating. I'll definitely need to send this to my buddy Skinweight for his podcast. It's been defunct for a little while. It's the Fecal Matters podcast. It's a very important podcast. It did a lot of work out there, but I think they would be all over this one. The stunning Hamptons beach ranked as one of the worst for fecal matter in the nation. That's right. So apparently it's logged some of the worst fecal matter levels in the country, and it's a problem they're going to have a hard time flushing away, apparently. So the bay that they tested, funnily enough, last year that landed in the top 10, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled Mecox. So I would imagine that's Mecox. So Mecox Bay in Southampton last year landed in the top 10 of U.S. beaches that tested positive for dangerous levels of Enterococcus. Bacteria are pretty spicy and sexy if you just read them. An intestinal pathogen commonly used as an indicator of how much fecal matter is in water. So apparently, Enterococcus levels at Mecox Bay exceeded the amount considered safe by New York State. So apparently the Hamptons are not as glamorous as they once were. Or if they are, I guess all of those parties where they just wear white or something like that, or all those vacationing New Yorkers just have to stay out of the water. Otherwise, it's going to be a poo-filled laundry basket. Okay, moving on to other news. I said we're going to be quick. Honey asked me to move faster today. He said, shrink it, baby, shrink it. Look at his face. He's terrified, honey. All right, so the next news. Oh, San Francisco has their own fecal matter map? Wow, so I'm going to put that up there. Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't put Tooth Fairy up, but so that's good to know. San Francisco, so more breaking news here. This coming from the news desk of Rodeo MT 52. San Francisco has their own fecal matter map. So we may do a deep dive on the San Francisco fecal matter map at some point in the future. But as we just reported here, thanks to Honey here, these stunning Hamptons beaches are the ones that are one of the nation's worst when it comes to fecal matter. And it is sad to see. Next story, there's an early 2000s look that's making a comeback as the summer's hottest style trend. And I'll tell you, when I read this particular piece, I didn't even consider this an early 2000s thing. Maybe I just missed it in that era, or maybe I just wasn't there. I saw it as more of a mid 90s trend. So, what this is reporting here is that apparently a cousin of the once again trendy capri pants, baggy Bermuda length jean shorts, commonly referred to as jorts, have been successfully resuscitated and revamped for the modern chic woman. So maybe they wore them in the 2000s. I rocked my ass some jean shorts all the time in 95. 95, you could catch me in some jean shorts and a big dog t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That was the look. Maybe some No Fear. If my parents would spring on some Quicksilver or some No Fear, or back in the day, Massimo was a little more pricey, great. But I think I ended up mainly with just like big dogs. Yeah, exactly. Jinkos. They should bring back Jinkos. I think I ended up with like outlet mall stuff where it was like, I like baseball, or, stupid stuff like that. And it was like a cool graphic representation of a baseball that kind of looked rock and roll, but wasn't near as rock and roll as I was trying to be when I was 5th grade. So apparently, jorts are back. We've seen a large rise in consumers cutting and splicing full-length jeans to get the perfect pair of shorts. I don't think that's new. I think that's how people have commonly made jorts. But apparently what would once been an unwanted piece has now got a new life. So if you do see women rocking not the Daisy Duke, not even the mid-level jean short, but I think now they're talking about the big, baggy, fat, knee-length jean short that, again, I rocked every day. And apparently this particular report from the New York Post here said that it was a hallmark style of hip-hop artists and skating circles. So, I mean, like, I skated. My parents would never buy me Jinkos and stuff like that, so I never got the Jinkos, but I certainly had plenty of pair of jean shorts out there. But women love them, said you can wear them with a blazer and a dainty shoe. All right, next story here. We're going to fly. All right. We have a head-to-head Frankfurter fight. So a couple of days ago, I believe somebody tipped me off and said, hey, Joey Chestnut's been banned. And right here live, we just went and looked up the story and we're like, holy crap. You're right. Joey Chestnut, famed wiener eater, has been banned. And it's because I guess he got into bed with a vegan wiener company or something like that. So once you go vegan, I guess you can't go back to Nathan's beef. Nathan is very territorial about the exclusivity of real beef hot dogs. I also assume that maybe they would want to move into the vegan market at some point, maybe. And they're like, hey, you can't go sign up with a competitor. We're about to launch a vegan land or a vegan brand next year, you a-hole. But regardless, I don't know. So now Joey Chestnut and a guy named Takeru Kobayashi, who I've certainly heard of throughout the years, Kobayashi. I think he was represented in King of the Hill. I think I've definitely watched some Kobayashi matches. But I can't say I've spent too much time on the competitive eating circuit since maybe the early 2000s when I was watching ESPN randomly. But I don't watch it much on July 4th anymore now. So apparently these two dudes are going to face off. So they canceled Joey Chestnut from being in the famous 4th of July hot dog because he signed with a rival brand. So then Netflix sweeps in and says, all right, well, then we're just going to take his fiercest rival and put him up against Kobayashi. And apparently they couldn't get it done fast. I was like, well, certainly this will be on July 4th. Yes, it will either be like a follow-up program or even a counter program. Sorry, I'm cracking open a drink. But they didn't do it on July 4th. It's not till September 2nd. So I would imagine that's the other holiday weekend there. What is that? Labor Day around September. So I think it's Labor Day weekend, if not pretty damn close to it. I didn't look. Yeah, Monday, September 2nd. I'd imagine that's Labor Day. Let's confirm here. Labor Day 2024. Some intrepid newsing right now. Monday, September 2nd. All right, breaking news right here. I don't know if you know this, but Monday, September 2nd, 2024 is also Labor Day. So incredible news breaking. Thank you for that tip, honey. Thank you for putting it in my ear. I love it. All right, on to our next story here. We're going to be very quick. I have not really dug into this one, but apparently Chris Brown has lost his cool. And I don't think he hit any ladies or anything like that this time. But apparently he got stuck in the air. So apparently his Tuesday night show in New Jersey experienced some tech difficulties. And so he was up on like this like suspended thing here, or suspension wires, and he gets all cut. Gets all stuck up there. So I think they have to like climb up on a ladder. And I guess they just unhook them. They don't cut them down. Sorry. I thought somebody like pulled out a, multi-tool or something like that, or a little pocket knife. But no, they bring out a ladder and then just unhook them. All right. Well, what a rip. That's not near as fun as I thought it would be. All right. So in the final story of the day here, because Honey wants me to keep it tight. Apparently, neighborhood lakes in DFW have been stocked with hundreds of fish. This is NBC DFW reporting this. I didn't know. I've heard of stocked ponds, but apparently every 2 weeks, hundreds of fish are placed in neighborhood fishing lakes around North Texas. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department stocks 18 locations to give individuals and families the opportunity to fish in suburban and urban areas. So I don't know if I can just go to them, but this one says in some lakes, like City Park Lake in Mesquite, 750 catfish are being stocked every 2 weeks. Oh, did you hear Sony bought Alamo Draft House? I did. We did that one quickly yesterday. And then they saw they opened back up. Wait, they opened back up? Hold on. I have not seen this reported. I'll call them. I'll call them right now on the air. Alamo Draft House Richardson. Are they legit open? Where's my phone? Okay, so go to my share screen. Actually, let me go over to this window here. We'll knock it out this way. So let me show you what's happening right now. Let me show you what I got here. Go present. Go to my share. Yeah, share the screen, you idiot. I'm not a moron. Okay. I'm getting the permanently closed action here, all right? So I'm getting permanently closed, but we're going to give the phone number a call. If they have opened back up, hell yeah. If anybody's even staffed there, I'm fine. I know it's illegal if I don't ask them if they want to be on the radio when I call. This one, I don't know. I'll just take it. I'll take it back a little bit. Thank you for calling, right? Thank you for calling in Richardson. Press 1. All right, we're going to press 1. Let's see if we can reach a member of their team. Please leave a message. Let's leave a message. Hello, this is Steve Shackelford. I'm a ticket holder who bought a ticket to Back to the Future 3 at your Richardson location that was supposed to air last night. I did not receive a refund for that, and that's fine. I just want to know, because Sony purchased Alamo Draft House, are you all going to be opened up at any point in time? If you're open now, kick ass. If you're going to open up at any point in time, can you give me a call back at 214? I can't give you my number because I'm on a live stream, so just give me a call back at some point later. They'll figure it out. Hopefully they have caller ID. That's what I'm going to bank on there, is that they've got some caller ID going for them, because they don't want to give out my phone number. Kavanaugh did that one time like 10 years ago, and I think I still have it saved from then. So that was real interesting from when I got to work with him. It's like, hey, I still have your phone number, but it's from when we weren't coworkers. So I don't know if Alamo has opened up everything yet. I hope they do. All right. What was I going to do? Stock bet. Yeah, sorry. 750 catfish stocked every 2 weeks. I'm not good at fishing. I'm scared to put the worm on the line, but my kids love it. So my wife's super good at it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at least stronger than I am and more impressive than I am at doing all that stuff. But I get scared. I get scared by the lines and the weights and all the like little things you have to do. And I'm like, I don't know what a bobber is. I don't know what the difference between a bobber and a floater and like a heavy weight that drops it. What drops it all the way down? What's that thing? Is that different than the other things? Because the bobber floats it on the top, and then one of the weights takes it all the way down. I don't know. That's all I know. Well, I think it's going to wrap us up. So I'm just going to throw it out on the intro one more time because why not?
Seems like you don't have a clue. So, honey, I shrunk the news.
Sing it, honey.
You look like you got too much to do.
Yeah.
So, honey, I shrunk. Honey, I shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the news.
That's right. You all know my area code now. You've got that going for you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Honey will probably shrink the news again. I'm sure he'll have lots of notes about what I screwed up on today's performance. All right. Y'all have a good one. Later, cats.